Good evening. So tonight is the full moon, the super moon they call it, December 4th, December 5th, something like that. And whenever there's a full moon, we talk about people kind of going a little bit out in their head, psychos, mental werewolves. So I have a quick story, like it's a joke sort of, but there's more to it than a joke. And recently I found out it's for real. more than just a hunch. So let's get go. So there's one guy, he's like mental, he's locked up in an institution, and his whole life he was thinking that he was a grain of wheat. A grain of wheat, that's what he is. He's not a person, he's a grain of wheat. And the biggest minds of the industry, doctors and psychologists, professors, they're trying to heal him, different therapies, shock therapy, talking, you name it. They've been trying for years to heal him, and it wasn't working. And finally, one day comes and he's clear. He knows he's not a grain of wheat anymore. He knows that he's a human. And they can believe it. They make a huge conference, different specialists come from all over the world because those are very known case. And all the tests are completed again. He passes and he is giving a speech. He makes a speech, and one last question, like, so who are you? He's like, I'm John Smith. I'm not a grain of wheat. That's such a joke. Ha ha ha. He shakes hands. He hugs everybody. And as he's exiting with his suitcases, he lived in that mental institution for quite some years, right? So as he's exiting, all the professors, all the doctors, they're toasting each other. Who made it? It's a big breakthrough for humanity. And then suddenly he's running back. He's scared. He's terrified. He's like, runs back. Oh my gosh. He's like, what's going on, John? What's going on? He's like, there's a rooster outside. And they're like, so what? Like, you're not a grain anymore, right? You're a human. It's like, yes, I know I'm not a grain, but the rooster doesn't know. So that's the joke, kind of, He knows, but the rooster doesn't know, so the rooster's gonna eat him. But the joke's on us. I'll talk about this sometime later. Maybe I'll upload my video I made earlier, that when I didn't know how to make videos. And basically what we think about, what we project, kind of happens. Meaning, like, for example, if you think that you're ugly, you think you're an ugly person, you think you're not attractive, and you go around and you'll think that whenever anyone looks at you, you'll think that, oh my gosh, they think that I'm not attractive. And so in order to sometimes change our mindset changes how we perceive the world, because we think that the world looks at us a certain way, but really we're projecting what we think. There's another level to that, is what people think about you, right? What people think about us becomes our reality. So let's say we live in a society, we live in a culture, in a neighborhood, in a circle of friends who think that you're good for nothing. And you might have a good opinion of yourself, but because so many people, their reality is such that you're good for nothing, their treatment of you is the same. And in the end, you end up being less of yourself than you'd be otherwise, which is why it's important to choose, who you hang out with. There's yet another level over it. When people think something about you, like this is their reality about you, well, it's kind of similar to number two, but it projects on you even without you communicating with them. It's like you sending yourself good vibes, like pump yourself up, yeah, I'm handsome, I'm strong, yeah, and your mood increases. But that's like, it happens physiologically, psychologically inside of you. So take that and cross it with prayer. Like, you pray about someone, you pray about something for yourself, and then this thing happens. Like, there's no like logical direct connection, but it happens. So same thing happens when people think about you, like a bunch of people. There's an energy about that. It also affects you. So the rooster thinking about him being a seed, it's not a real thing, you know, but there is something to it. So when you've got problems and, you know, you can just change your mindset and maybe it would start getting to the solution. So think about how many other mindsets need to change, or how many other mindsets, that energy you need to overcome, overstep, overpower, overwave in order to get your reality through. Because the mindset creates a wall, like a vector. I like the word the vector. Create a wall that closes you in. Of course, your mental strength is stronger than them, because you are you, it's your world, but still makes a difference. I've been rambling for long enough. The moon is probably affecting me. Ciao. Be your own rooster.